Not only does Kat Rogers start every morning with a strawberry banana body armor, but she also wears this fabulous ensemble. The same sweatshirt, the same sunglasses atop her long blonde locks, and the same blanket wrapped around her waist every day. But I believe being this creature of habit just exemplifies Kat's dependability. You can always find her at soccer practice, dominating on the field. But I have also found Kat in the Oasis during our shared free period, where she is never too busy to answer any silly little college question someone has. Kat is also a total bookworm. She is book club president, has 20 houseplants in her bedroom, all named after book characters, and during freshman year, she read a 1,000-page book in 3 days. Kat is intelligent, unique, outspoken, which you know if you have ever been in a history class with her, and an indispensable member of the class of 2024. I am honored to present to you Catherine Elizabeth Rogers.
Did you know that dialing 911 without an emergency is a Class C misdemeanor punishable by fines of up to $1,000 and/or 6 months in jail? On October 5th at 1:09 p.m. of my freshman year, I logged out of my French Google Meets class and began procrastinating any remaining work by scrolling through various social media apps on my phone, when suddenly, as if by divine intervention, my phone froze. I, as any rational person would do, figured the best course of action was to completely shut down the phone and then start it back up again in hopes that all would return to normal. I pressed and held the off button, but nothing changed. So I tried again and again, 3 more times with no change. Albert Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Maybe I was going insane, but I tried anyways and pressed the power button for the 5th time. Unbeknownst to me, there is a feature on Apple iPhones that will call 911 if the power button on the side is pressed 5 times. My phone, for the first time in that moment, did what it was programmed to do and began dialing 911. A horrible alarm began to blare loudly from the small speaker on the phone. I tried more frantically to turn off the phone, with no result. The countdown hit what I could only expect to be 0. In the millisecond before the operator picked up, I saw my future, or the next 6 months of my life. I would be detained and given the maximum penalty. I would be kicked out of St. Mary's and go down in history as the new freshman girl who got arrested. I would rot behind bars in an ugly orange jumpsuit, eating disgusting slime and slosh for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My parents would have to live with the fact that their daughter, who they had worked so hard to raise right, had become a delinquent, and I would ruin my sister's senior year of high school, but maybe she'd get a whole college essay out of the whole thing? I answered the phone, doing my best to sound calm in order to convince the operator there was no danger and certainly no need to send cops to my house. Thankfully, the operator believed me and my story that the phone had frozen and hung up. Even if she didn't believe me and the cops had been called, they wouldn't have arrested me, right? They could see that this was all an unfortunate accident. I mean, I have proof. I was so embarrassed after that happened that I was so afraid that they would send cops to the house to either check on me or arrest me that I was sure I would never tell this story to another soul. However, when I look back now, I can't help but laugh. There are plenty of moments through high school where I, in the moment, was so embarrassed that I let whatever happened ruin my whole day or even week. Like the time I drove C-Rob, Shelby, and our cotillion dates to Starry Nights at Shelby Farms and saw roadkill and said, "Oh no, poor raccoon," when it was, in fact, a deer. Or later that night, when they found out that I do not know and still do know my right from my left. I believe it's important to look back and laugh at ourselves in embarrassing situations. I laugh at my panic state and my confusion. I think it shows humility and growth in character. However, there are things I feel, at least currently, that I will not be able to look back at and laugh at, and that's okay too. But for those that I can, I will continue to regard them as funny stories that I hope to never relive. If I could leave you with this, remember to laugh. Don't waste your energy worrying about what happened or what others think of you, because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to look back at your life and find moments of joy and laughter, not moments of embarrassment and regret. There is a certain kind of freedom to be found in making mistakes. Thank you.